Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Back with another review for you. And the film we're going to be talking about today is none other than TRON Ares, the latest film in the TRON franchise. It is rated PG 13 for violence and action, runs in at 1 hour 59 minutes, and is classified as a sci fi action adventure film. That's right, man. TRON is back in a big, bad way on the big screens, man. The franchise finally got that third film out. It was like it's a question for a while of when they were going to be able to do this film. Are they going to be able to do this film? What's happening with this movie? What's going on? And then they announced cast and all this stuff. D23, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure, but D23, Comic Con, maybe both. Who knows? But the film finally got into the processes and finally got released over the weekend in theaters. You could have seen it in 3D or a standard format. I elected for standard, man. So check that movie out. I'm gonna give you my spoiler-free takes on the film right now, man. So I'm not gonna say I'm a hardcore Tron fan. I don't know a ton. My brother Tombstone Josh knows a lot more about Tron than I do, but I've seen the films. I've got the basic idea of what they are. You know, they're kind of groundbreaking, especially when the first movie came out in the '80s, and then Legacy came out not too long ago, and people love that and all that stuff. And they got the roller coaster now and the Disney resorts and all that stuff, Disney theme parks, and Tron is just one of those things that people are like always interested in. It's like cool. Let's get sucked into the grid and hang out and be what it's like to be in that world and all that stuff. Which this film does a good job of showing you that world and just enhancing on those graphics and those thoughts and the action that goes along with it and all that stuff. It's very cool visually impressive and a good fun time when you're seeing on like a big screen in movie theaters and all that stuff. Which is the main reason I wanted to go to see this movie. Is I want to see all that on the big screen. Like I remember seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh, this stuff looks cool, man. Like all this stuff looks cool. I can't wait to see how that unfolds on the big screen and see how it all works because now it's not just the grid anymore. Like they're coming into the earth realm, if you will, and all that stuff. And they're traveling all around, and you see their motorcycles and how they work and all that stuff, light cycles and all that. And you see how they work out. Again, not a hardcore fan, so I'm probably gonna say motorcycle more than once. But you see how that all works out in the real world. It's just pretty cool and visually, again, awesome and all that stuff. So that's like the cool part of the Tron films. It's always been like what they're doing with the tools and the technology and all the stuff, what they can put together. You look at that '80s film, and into now and seeing the way they've enhanced in those areas and all this stuff is really cool. The story for the film itself, not complicated. It's not overly insane storyline by any means. It's very easy to follow along with of what's going on and how it progresses through all that stuff. Like they put it together very well and everything tied in and all that stuff. It does pull in stuff from past Tron films. Again, no spoilers, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but the other two Tron films are represented very well here in this new film. And the characters that you like the the good the good person, the face, to use wrestling terms. You like that person, you're pulling for him and all that stuff. Bad person, like we don't like this person. This person's terrible. All that stuff. Like they do a good job with it, and all that, man. And it's very simple. It's very easy. Not going to confuse you while you're watching it. You can follow along with it and have a good time and all that stuff. It's basically, I think, the easiest way to describe this movie is just a good fun time. Like it's a good, fun, cool movie to go see in theaters and just have a blast. Like it maybe summery blockbuster kind of vibe to it and all this stuff, but later in the year, and it feels good right here, right? It feels like maybe it would have been lost in the shuffle with all that stuff that happened in the summer. I mean, we're talking Superman, Jurassic World Rebirth, Fantastic Four, and all that stuff going on. I can see why they moved Tron into later into the year, but it felt good. It was good to have like a big film at this point in time of the year and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all about the horror films. I've been watching multiple horror films in theaters already. Going to be seeing more. Went and saw it in theaters over the weekend, right after Tron. It was really cool, man. I was in the same theater and I had the same exact seat and all this stuff. Fantastic. But it's just a good fun time. Like if you want to just go to the movie theater and just vibe to a freaking action film with dealing with technology and all these kinds of things, it's cool. Like it's cool, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and all that stuff. The performances throughout the film by everybody, whether it's Leto, whether it's God, I'm blanking on his name. What's his name? What's his name? Come on. I know his name. I like this guy. Freaking from American Horror Story and everything. Why am I blanking on his name right now? Holy crap. Freaking, I looked it up. Evan Peters, man. I can't believe I blanked on his name. Obviously, I love Evan Peters. He's in the film. He's freaking awesome. Let's pull up the cast real quick because I don't want to mess her name up. Greta Lee. Great. Whole cast is good, man. Like, whole cast does a great job. It works very well, bridging the storylines together and just telling this very easy story to follow along with. So if you're on the fence about going to see Tron or going to see it in theaters, yes, go see it. Go have a freaking blast of a time. It's a good fun time, man. It's what you need to go to. It's a good popcorn movie, right? People always talk about wanting to see a popcorn movie. Popcorn movie, man. Grab your popcorn, sit down, watch this freaking feast of spectacular display on screen with all the colors and the lights and the insane action and all that stuff. As far as music, that was something that was very well talked about because it was Nine Inch Nails doing the score and all that stuff. Good. I enjoyed that. Like it's fun. It gives you that, futuristically, video gamey kind of vibe to the music. I will say though, annoyed's not the word, but there was parts of the songs or some of the score where I was like, doesn't really fit the scene I'm watching. That's me. Other people, probably worked perfectly fine. There's smarter people out there who know music better than I do and all that stuff. For somebody who watches a lot of movies, though, there were some scenes where this music wasn't like fitting very well with what was going on there, but didn't hate that at all by any means. It was loud, it was blaring, and all that stuff. That's why you go to theaters, man. Get your freaking eardrums blown out by music and watch visual spectacles on the big screen. But Tron Ares, go see it, man. Go have a good time. If you're looking for a movie to relax and just, vibe and have fun time watching cool action scenes and all that stuff, I've said multiple times already. Um, Go see it, man. Tron Ares is worth your time. Don't worry about freaking articles online, all this stuff. People always want to hate stuff to hate stuff. Obviously, make your own choice, about a movie that you want to see. And I say, see it, man. It's worth your time to have a good vibe. It fits perfectly for something you want to go to theaters to see, and you'll enjoy the spectacle that goes on there. It's a pretty good story. Um, and good action scenes, man. It's what you would want from a Tron film. So that's my quick thoughts. Said a lot of the same things multiple times there. But if you saw Tron Ares over the week, credit scene. There is a credit scene that is building towards something. So if you want to check, I can tell you again, obviously avoid spoilers, but there is a credit scene. Believe there's a plan to do more. Obviously, with the credit scene, there's a sense that they want to do more. We'll see how it all unfolds and all that stuff. But I hope they do more because, again, as somebody who isn't hugely invested in the franchise and all this stuff. I'm somebody who went to that theater and had a good time watching this movie, man. So Tron Ares gets the vote from me for you to go see in theaters, man. And like always, before we close this out, I'd like to remind you, you matter, man. You're important, capable of incredible things, man. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, give yourself some love, give yourself some peace. Be kind to yourself, trust yourself, and follow those dreams, man. So appreciate you hanging out with me and all that stuff. And I'll be back with more reviews, man. But that for this episode, appreciate you as always. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, week, month, year. Thank you for joining in.